Rick, we just come down to Dickie's gym in Batley.
Yeah.
Where I just watched. Was it 6 rounds you did there with a kid making his pro debut, Travis Walters.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he slightly had a little bit more experience than you, doesn't he?
You could say that. You could say that. How many had he had? 160 odd amateurs.
I think he had 10 times more fights than you as an amateur.
Yeah.
He had 165, which is a phenomenal amount of fights.
Yeah.
And I think you've had 16.
Yeah, it's about 16 amateurs. Yeah.
And how did you do those 16?
I won 9 of those, and they were all years ago. So I had my first fight at 14.
Right.
And then I hadn't boxed amateur until before the pandemic. So probably the last one was about maybe 2018, 2019, roughly those times. Yeah.
So did you say you're 25 now?
Yeah, 25 years old.
25. So you would have had your last few fights would have been as an elite then, would it be? As a senior?
Senior, yeah.
Yeah. And what was the reason then? Why was there such a break then from 2018 to where we are now?
Well, so when the pandemic came, obviously couldn't train, everything closed down, had to stop.
The amateurs did,
the amateur, unless you're professional, you're allowed to train. But like fitness has always been part of my life, so I never stayed unfit. But boxing is my love. Do you know what I mean? So when I couldn't box, I had some personal like issues with my family that I had to be there for my family. But I knew once everything opened up, I wanted to get straight back into it. So once things started opening up, I went into a few white collars. I was doing really well with those. I think I had about 5 white collars, won them all, except with 1 draw. I was unlucky to get the decision, but I just thought, it's what I need to do.
Yeah.
It's what I love. I went to uni.
Well, you train alongside a kid who we know very well. He's fought 5 times on our shows now, Jay Goodwin.
Yeah.
So
went to uni.
Training back. This is what you were saying. You went to university. So did you? Was it sports science the same as him?
Yeah, I did sport and exercise science at East Beckett.
Right.
Yeah. So I was a year above Jake, but we both boxed on the same team at Beckett. So because I'm trained by Wayne Woods, same coach. So when I came down to the gym, it was a familiar face, and I just felt like home straight away.
Well, where are you based? Where do you live?
So I live in Leeds.
Oh right, so it's not going to be too far for you then to get to Wayne Wood's place?
No, like 15 minutes. So I grew up in Huddersfield, but when I came to Leeds for uni at 18, I just stayed there, never left.
Oh, it's a bit like Jake that he did the same, because he's a Donny boy, isn't he?
Originally, So it was one of those, came to Leeds, fell in love with the city, and this is where I am now. So yeah.
I presume this is going to be beneficial for you, beneficial for Jake. I think there's another kid looking to kick over soon, Guy Kitchen, isn't there? So he's bringing a few lads through Wayne Woods.
And the thing is, we're all similar, we're all hungry, and we're all bringing each other on. So if you think about the quality that we've got in the gym, like day in, day out, we're pushing each other, and we're just raising our skills, raising our levels. So
what are your? We all say we want to be a world champion and that, but I mean, what would you, if I was speaking to you in 5 years' time, what would you like to achieve by then?
5 years' time, I want to be pushing for an English title at that time. Obviously, I know I could have had more experience coming into the pro game, so I know that I'll have to work my way up. So it'll be learning on the job, working my way up central areas, and then.
So you want to take it step by step,
step by step.
There's
no point rushing.
No.
And then falling at a hurdle later on.
And at 25, you don't really have to rush too much. I mean, let's say 2-3 years, and hopefully you can be at title level. Whether it's a central area or like you say. And if you do get to central area, well then English and all those other titles come quite quickly after that.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's better to stay at that low level for as long as you can. And to make sure that you are ready for whatever does come next.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. So I want to make sure I'm as experienced as possible. I've got everything that I need behind me to take it as far as I can, because you only get really one shot with this, don't you?
Yeah.
So that's it. You got to take it seriously. You got to put the work in.
You can be like, I never turned professional, and I lived for about 15 years of kicking myself, thinking why not? It's hard to live with ifs and buts. So why not do it? Why not just give it a go? You never know how far you can go or where you can go until you take that first step.
You don't know until you do it.
No.
So rather than me living with regrets, I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna take it as far as I possibly can.
You get an inclination where you might be able to go because of people like you've just been sparring today.
That's exactly it.
And obviously moving around with Jake Goodwin and all the kids that come down there.
Yeah.
You must have an idea, and you're thinking, well, I'm not out of my depth here.
That's exactly it. So if all these people that I'm sparring that have got all this experience, if I'm holding my own with if I'm not looking at a place, I know I'm in the right place. I know I'm doing the right thing. And so that's why I'll jump in. I have no problem jumping in with these experienced kids.
Yeah.
Because
that's what
I know
learn.
it's going to bring me on, and then it'll come to the point where that experience.
Well, this is going to be.
Absorb it. Do you know what I mean?
This is going to be a ridiculously tough 4 months for you now, then, because I believe Steve said to you, we're looking to get you out in March, is it?
Well, hopefully before February. I initially did want to get out this year, and then things out of my control, just some things that slowed down with the medical. It just wasn't going to happen in time. So I think we're aiming for February time, end of February time.
Right. Well, then that's when the small hall shows, end of February, beginning of March.
Yeah.
So I presume that'll be perfect for you because you'll get plenty of more of this sparring, plenty of this confidence built in, which is what you need by going down to all these gyms, sparring people you've never met Travis before.
No,
you just get in there, you punch one another, and then your mates, aren't you? I presume you'll friend him on Facebook in a minute, and you'll keep in touch.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a weird game. You beat each other up, and afterwards you have a hug and you have a smile, and then you're friends. You know what I mean? So it's how it works. So there's no egos when it comes to this.
No,
it's all learning. We're all chasing our dreams. So it's a wonderful thing.
Well, listen, I'll be catching up with you nearer the time. We'll catch up with you in the new year when we have a date. Hopefully, we'll have an opponent, and then on the night of whenever it is, I'll be chatting to you and hopefully saying 1-0.
Yeah, 100%, mate. 100% without a doubt.
You take care, mate.
Thank you, mate.
See you later. Bye.
Nice one, mate.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.